What's up, Authentic fam? It's your boy Allende, back at it with another video request. All right, Get Fit fam, this one is from Jeff, and it reads, "Hey Allende, just wanted to get your expertise on burning fat efficiently and quickly, and also maintaining a low body fat percentage year-round. I know fasting and a caloric deficit is essential, but you being an expert and me really enjoying your content, I just figured you have some really excellent insight and tips. Thanks." All right, Jeff. So first of all, thank you for that $60 donation. It's definitely going to help the channel. And you're also going to help out your brothers, because I get this question all the damn time. So let's go ahead and break it down. As always, notes will be in the description, guys. All right. So first of all, I don't know about quickly, but we're definitely going to talk about how to do it effectively and efficiently. The quickly part, that's really neither here nor there. So anyhow, as a bodybuilder, what we do is we decide when we want to compete, estimated on how much time we would need to be competition ready. So it all comes down to math. We know what body fat percentage we are. We know what body fat percentage we want to be. And if you have any experience, you know how long it's going to take you to get to that. And then you can basically pick a show and gauge it based on the amount of time you have to get ready to prepare. All right, so this is why this particular sport makes us superior to everyone else when it comes to burning fat. That's why when I see all this fitness advice out here and all these coaches and personal trainers and whatever, I just laugh at it, because it's like, all the stuff they talk about is just kind of like, it just sounds like theory to me. It's like, yeah, well, this, you know, and do this and we'll get this, and it takes time and all this kind of, it's like, it just sounds like noise to bodybuilders. Because like I said, for us, everything's about math. It's about scheduling. So as a coach and an athlete, what you're doing is you're getting together and you're basically planning, you're deciding, you're saying, all right, well, you know, what show can we do? What do we have enough time to do? What show can we do right after that? How much time is in between the shows? So on and so forth. Again, it comes down to math. It comes down to numbers. With that being said, we're not guesstimating anything. We're basically saying it's going to take X amount of time to accomplish this, and we're doing it in this increment. So we already have a plan and an expectation. Whether or not we hit it on the nose, whether we overshoot or undershoot, that's what we're going to find out. Now, obviously, when you've worked with a particular coach for a period of time, you guys start to get really, really familiar with how your body's going to react and respond. All right. So as a coach, or what a good coach is able to do, is basically able to understand and predict how his client, or he or she's client, is going to respond to the stimulus that they give that particular athlete. It's not, what they do for one athlete isn't going to work the same for the other, because everybody's body is different, everybody's starting position is different, everybody's genetics is different. All right, you could say, oh, well, we're going to do broccoli, white rice, and steak. Well, here's the thing. Steak might take longer to digest in one athlete than another. Broccoli might bloat one athlete, whereas it won't bloat the other. So it's all about understanding that person's body. So basically, you're gonna have to be like a scientist, you're gonna have to be a chemist, and you're gonna have to understand how your body reacts. When I eat this, what happens? When I drink this amount of water, what happens? When I get this amount of sleep, what happens? You know what I mean? When I train like this, what happens? How long does it take me to recover from this, right? How much sugar can I handle? How much sodium can I handle? So it's all a bunch of trial and error until you start learning your body, and then you accurately can predict what your body's gonna do with what, and that gives you control. Once you have that control, then you can maintain and you can accomplish your goals, because you know how much of what you need to do to get what result. So that's basically the fundamentals of why we're able to manipulate our body fat percentage, manipulate our water retention, and also how much muscle mass we're carrying, yada, yada, yada. All right, so I broke it down into 10 basic steps that everybody can focus on, and then the particulars is up to the individual. So I made it real easy for you guys as usual. How to reach low body fat efficiently and maintain it year round. All right, so this is number 1. And if you can't check off everything that's on number 1, don't even bother, bro. Straight up, don't even bother. All right, so number 1, decide if you have the self-discipline, right? The desire, the dedication, and the consistency. So many people want to have this conversation and they don't check off that list. So many people want to talk about this. It's really irritating. Oh, what do I do to burn body fat? What do I do to do this? And then when you start to tell them, they're like, oh, I can't do that. Oh, I won't be able to do that. Oh, I'm not going to do that. So then why are we having this conversation? All right? Get a little bit of results or just stay the way you are. Quit asking me, because I just told you what you need to do. It's just like with women. It's like, what do I need to do to secure a man? And then you tell them and they're like, oh, I'm not doing that. Oh, I'm not doing that. I'm not doing that. I guess you're not going to get what you want then. Same thing, all right? Now, the only thing that's missing from that I didn't mention is the knowledge. Because I'm about to tell you what you need to do right now, knowledge-wise. But again, if you don't have the self-discipline, you're not going to do what you need to do, and you're not going to not do what you shouldn't do. So if you have the discipline and you have the desire, you're going to be dedicated to it, meaning you're not going to stop halfway. You're not going to stop 3 weeks in, 4 weeks in, whatever right? And you have the consistency, which is where the all year round part comes in. Because getting lean down, that's one thing. Staying like that, that's another thing. That's the difference between a diet and just eating habits. That's the difference. So when people use the word diet, it's like, that's a temporary thing. So we diet down for shows. We don't diet all year round. That's 2 different things. But yet, bodybuilders stay relatively lean all year round, depending on what their situation is. Some guys, they have to get really, really big, in which case they have to do a bulking phase. But like say physique competitors, bikini competitors, they tend to stay lean all year round. They don't diet all year round. Like I said, diets are temporary, but they eat clean, responsibly, and with intent all year round. So now let's get into it. Number 2, you need to get a reliable calorie tracker. I don't care which one you get, just make sure that it's reliable. All right? How accurate it is, it's not the most important thing. Having a calorie tracker is the most important thing. If your calorie tracker says that you burned 3,000 calories today, but you really burned 2,900, it really doesn't matter, because that's what that particular calorie tracker reads, which means that's how it's going to read tomorrow and the day after and the day after and the day after. So if it's off 100 calories, it's not going to matter because you're using the same calorie tracker. All right. Now, the next thing you want to do after you get yourself a calorie tracker is you want to start tracking your body fat percentage. So when you start this mission, you need to know what your weight is, you need to know what your body fat percentage is, and whatever device you use to determine that, again, that's where we got to get out the stupid questions, because they're just a distraction, all right? It doesn't matter how accurate the body fat percentage method you use is. All that matters is that you use the same method, okay? For example, when you weigh yourself, it doesn't matter if the scale's accurate. All that matters is you use the same scale, because if the scale's off by an ounce, guess what? The next time you weigh yourself, it's going to be off by that same ounce. So if the scale's telling you that you're 165 pounds, but you're really 164 pounds, it doesn't matter if you use the same scale a week later. You get what I'm trying to say? If you lost a pound, either way you lost a pound. But if you use different scales, now you can't be confident that you are losing what you think you're losing. All right, so same tracker, same body fat percentage method, same scale. All right, use the same shit. Everything's gonna be consistency. All right, so that's number 2. So when you get all those numbers down, you know what you're working with, then you can decide what you want your goals to be. All right, you can decide how much weight you want to lose, blah 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 blah. And don't get caught up in that number, because weight doesn't really matter, because you don't know if that's water weight, you don't know if that's body fat, you don't know if that's actual muscle. Suppose the scale says you lost 10 pounds, but that's not 10 pounds of muscle. You might have lost 12 pounds of, I'm sorry, that's not 10 pounds of fat. You might have lost 12 pounds of fat and put on 2 pounds of muscle. So the scale saying you lost 10 pounds, but really, that's not all from fat, right? Because you might start building muscle as you're burning fat, depending on if you're how you're training. And you should be training to put on muscle, because the muscle is what burns fat in the first place. The more muscle fat that the more muscle mass that you carry, is the more body fat you're going to burn just through exercise, because you require more calories the more weight that you have on you. As you can see, I'm doing my cardio now. It's very slow pace, but I carry a lot of muscle mass, so I don't got to do a bunch of stupid shit to burn a lot of calories. I could just walk up steps and burn a lot of calories. Now, skinny bitch, Lord knows what she's gonna have to do. All right. So the number 3 would be to track your calories on the days that you train, and also track the calories on the days you don't train, so that you can understand how many calories you burn on average. Now, when you figure that out, now you can decide how many calories you're aiming for per day. For example, if you burn 3,000 calories on days that you don't train, well, granted, that's a heavy person. All right, so if you burn 3,000 calories on days that you don't train, but you burn 3,700 calories on days that you do train, okay? Now you have to decide how much of a deficit do you want to be in. I burn 3,000 calories on average, so my goal is to get in 2,500 calories a day, because then I would be in a 500 calorie deficit. And of course, if you have a tracker and you're counting the calories in your meals, you can make sure that you are in said deficit. All right? Okay, so number 4, you want to subtract about 250 calories to 750 calories from your daily output. All right, so whatever it is that you burn for the day, between 250 to 750, I don't know how much of a deficit you guys want to be in. That's up to you. I recommend 500 a day, simply because 500 times 7 is 3,500. 3,500 calories equals a pound of body fat. So I like to have my clients lose about a pound of body fat minimum per week. If they do more than that, we're doing amazing. But if they do less than that, we have a problem. All right. All right, so number 5, you need to plan and prepare your meals for the day, week, and the month. Meaning you need to already know what you're going to eat every day, every meal, every week, every month. It's all planning. That's why it's called meal prepping, preparation. Now, if you're going to pay someone to prep your meals, whatever, I suggest you prep them yourself, but everybody's going to have a bunch of excuses for why they can't cook their own meals. I did my whole career cooking my own meals because I need to know what's up. Okay? I don't know what seasoning they're putting. I don't know what oils they're using or whatever. So I just do it myself. That way I know 100% what's in there, and I have full control. Now, one more thing I'm gonna put in about the meals to make it simple for you guys, because everybody makes this so fucking complicated. When it comes to your meals, eat the same damn thing and just rotate it. Same thing. And the way that I do that is I set it up real simple. You pick the meats that you're gonna eat. You shouldn't exceed 5. All right? So maybe you eat salmon. Maybe you eat steak. Maybe you eat chicken. Maybe you eat a whitefish, right? And then maybe you eat, I don't know, a pork chop or something like that on the off chance. But the point is, just pick 4 to 5 meats that you eat and just keep rotating those same damn meats. Keep rotating them. That way your meals are the same. Pick your carbs. Again, pick like 4 to 5 carbs and just stay within those 4 or 5 carbs. White potato, sweet potato, white rice, quinoa, couscous. That part is up to you. Just pick it and stay within that small selection. That way you know how many grams equal how many calories, so you can calculate your meals accurately because you already know what those things things carry. Now, when it comes to vegetables, you don't have to be too particular about counting vegetables because they really don't matter. They're extremely low in calories, extremely high in fiber, and you're not seasoning your food or adding stuff to it, so that's not a big deal. But same concept, pick like 5 or 6 dark green leafy vegetables. You got spinach, you got kale, you got asparagus, you got broccoli, you got cauliflower, you got Brussels sprouts, you got string beans. The point is, guys, you narrow everything down and you keep eating the same things over and over and over again. Does it get boring? Not really, because if you're dieting properly, you'll be hungry enough to eat cardboard. All right, if you're doing it properly, you're gonna be hungry as hell anyway. And when you cut out all the sugar, you cut out all the dairy, after about, I'd say 20 to 40 days, everything starts tasting good to you. That's what happens. When you cut out sugar, everything tastes good. Just saying, all right? All right, next thing. Where are we at? All right, 6. Decide your daily water intake. Now, I don't care what size you are. I don't care if you're a little itty bitty girl or if you're a big giant man. The water thing is not as complicated as everybody makes it, all right? 1 to 2.5 gallons a day, period. If you're the smallest person, I guess 1 gallon will do. If you're 6 foot, you're 6'2", I guess 2 gallons, 2.5 gallons would be more what you need, all right? Now, you don't drink all the water at one time. You don't force drink the water at the end of the night because you didn't get in for the day. What you do is you take how many ounces? It's not that hard. It's 128 ounces in a gallon. So you decide how many ounces you're trying to get in for the day. If you're drinking 1 gallon, it's 128 ounces divided by how many hours you're going to be awake, and that's how many ounces you need to drink per hour. Math. Really simple, guys. Really simple. All right, so the water is key. It's essential. I could get into all the details of why these things need to be done, but then this video would be like 4 hours. So I don't know, research it yourself or just do what I'm telling you to do and get the results. Is it really that important why you know why you need to drink a gallon of water a day? That's up to you, but it's essential. If it wasn't, you wouldn't see bodybuilders and athletes carrying around gallons of water. All right, so the next thing, 7. Schedule your weekly training programs. All right, now include your cardio. Cardio is best done in the AM, fasted. Again, I don't really want to get into explaining why. The point is, when you first wake up and you're in a fasted state, your insulin level is at the lowest it will be for the entire day, meaning your body is going to pull the most amount of calories from fat as opposed to glycogen or any other means. All right, so just do your damn cardio the first thing when you wake up. If you got to go to work, wake up earlier. Okay, go to sleep earlier, wake up earlier. Don't come with excuses, bro. That's another thing that people constantly do, is why they don't get anything done. Stop saying, oh, I can't drink that much water because then I got to pee a lot. I don't know what to tell you, bro. Oh, I can't do cardio in the morning because I already get up at 7 for work. Then get up at 6. Go walk around the block for fucking 30, 40 minutes. Then get ready for work. Shower and get ready for work. Sign up for a gym that has more than one location so that you can bring a change of clothes. The point is, figure it out. Compromise, move things around, make it happen. I'm giving you the plan. Structure your life around the plan. All right? So, next thing is number 8. Schedule your sleep. If you're a grown man, you need a minimum of 8 hours of sleep. Again, I don't really want to get into why, okay? But burning fat, a lot of it requires the right hormone balance, and your hormones will be off if you're not getting sleep. So you need a minimum of 8 hours, preferably 10. You don't have to sleep 10 hours consistently. You can sleep 7 and then take a nap. If you can't schedule a nap into your day, I guess you're gonna have to just settle for 8. But if you're getting less than 8, your testosterone and all your other hormones are gonna be off. Take it up with your employer. But the human body, a grown-ass man, needs 8 hours of sleep. All right, number 9. You need to track the loss, track your fat loss, and your expectation should be around 1 pound of body fat a week minimum. So I told you 3,500 calories equals a pound of body fat. So if you're in a 500 calorie per day minimum of a deficit, times that by 7 in 7 days, you got to 3,500. Me, I like to be like 4,000, 5,000 calorie deficit for the week. All right. So the last thing I got here, number 10, you're gonna need to make the necessary adjustments in response to the changes of your metabolism and your fitness gains. Now, what that means is, as you go through this process, your body will start to change and adjust. Your energy level will start to raise and increase, and your body will become more efficient with less calories, which means you're gonna have to lower the calories even more gradually as you're going. Maybe you're gonna start lowering them like, I don't know, 25 to 50 calories a week, lower than what you were doing, in order to still get the same response, because your body's gonna get used to that and it's gonna just start being more efficient with less calories. That's how we are, we adapt. The next thing is your training obviously has to change and adjust based on your fitness level increasing, because you will get faster, you will get better heart, you'll get better blood circulation. Basically you get stronger and faster, so you have to increase the weight, increase all the conditions to keep on making gains. All right guys, so like I said, the list will be in the description. Get it, follow it, don't make it complicated. I made it super easy. So it's not about making it more complicated, it's about not doing stupid things like saying, well, what if I get sugar-free this? And what if I do that? No, what if you just do what's on the list, bro? All right, now if you want me to go into specifics of diets, somebody's gonna have to make a request for me to get into diet and how you need to eat. Other than that, I'm out of here. Keep it authentic. Keep on pushing it like I'm pushing it. I'm about to be super shredded in a month. Y'all gonna love it. I'm out of here. Peace.
All these bitches talk, and they claim they know. They some know-it-alls, like the gossip and long. Heard the rumors, heard it all. Just can't leave.